me message him.
Hey, what is going on? All right, so we're going to make this a quick one today. I am going to talk just a little bit about your social media feed and leveraging a interest-piquing post to your advantage for your business, right? So I recently, if you haven't seen my page, I made an interest-piquing post. Actually, I just made an interactive post, not even interest-piquing, interactive post to get people interacting on my page. I don't know where the comments are at now. We are at 330 comments. So end up being a good post. Listen, interest-piquing post and oh, hold on, let me let them in. Interest-piquing post and post to get people just drive action on your page are hit and miss. Okay, so just because it was good for someone doesn't mean it's going to be good for you. Just because it wasn't good for them doesn't mean it's not going to be good for you. Okay, anytime you can get people to give their opinion, anytime you can give people an option to show a picture of themselves, those are always great ways to get people interacting on your page. If it's an interacting post, right, it's the same thing as it, or if it's an interest-piquing post, it's the same thing. Sometimes they're hit and miss. But in that interest-piquing post or anything along those lines, getting people a chance to give their opinion or celebrate themselves or their grandkids or their kids or anything like that, or their puppies or kittens or rabbits, any of that stuff, that is the best way to go, right? I just hands down, in the last 7 years, when you allow people to talk about themselves or brag on their people or give their opinion, guys, it is a gold mine on getting people to your page. Now, that post does not have to be anything business related. It does not have to be anything product related. It is all about getting people on your feed, because once they're on your feed, they're going to look around. Once they've looked around, they're going to like a couple other things. Maybe they're going to message. I added just in that one post, we added like 30 or 40 new followers just on my page from that post. I love having followers on Facebook now. It is a game changer. And it is something to where they will see your stuff for the next 48 hours, especially if you ever talk to them inside Messenger. If you're not using Messenger, you are messing it up, right? I suggest you use Messenger, talk to people as much as you can there. It's only going to help you. And even if it's just giving them, hey, love your post. Hey, thank you so much for sharing. That meant a lot to me. Hey, I have a question about that recipe you posted. Or, hey, what kind of dog is that? Just anything to get conversation going to Messenger. It's always a good thing, right? So why do we make those posts? We make those posts to leverage the algorithm to get them to see your next post, right? And you're going to need to make that next post within about 24 hours. So yesterday about this time, I made a post. Hey, I'm hiring. Post your last selfie you took in the comments. That's what you're showing up for the interview with, right? Tons of people posted. Now, what do I do with all that interaction? I have got to make sure I don't just waste it and move on with my day. And the next day I post the same thing about my kids or maybe about my faith or anything like that. Not that I'm wasting it with my kids or my faith or anything like that. But if it's about business, right, we want to leverage that volume of people running to your timeline. Leverage the algorithm of Facebook. I had over 100 comments from people that are not my friends or my followers. They're none of it, right? And so Facebook said, hey, this is a great post. It's going out. Lots of people interacting. It's bringing people to the Facebook page. It's keeping them there longer. Let's shove this out to more people that have similar interest to Ryan or have similar interest to those that have already commented and see if they like it, right? Same with your reels, same with your stories, right? The more people that interact on it, the more it gets shoved out there. Your live is the same thing. So anytime you can take that, we need to leverage it. All right, so my next post is going to be a live, right? Yours doesn't have to be. It can be a post, but I'm going to tell you, putting out a flyer, putting out a picture of the bottle, just the bottle, or just saying, hey, buy my product is not leveraging what you did. You wasted all that good interaction. You wasted all that good, hey, Facebook actually likes me today. They're going to run my stuff out, right? You wasted it. Do not post that stuff. Here's what I'm going to suggest. You post something. If you don't want to do a live and you don't want to run out of reel, post something you smiling, happy, maybe with your arm around your husband or wife, or maybe you celebrating something, maybe a really good setting down for a celebration meal, or just something, right, that is also going to grab their attention. It still needs to do that. It still needs to grab their attention. But in what you're talking about, don't talk about, hey, I'm with Vitify and we represent Nanify and Curcumin Plus, and it's the best curcumin out there, and da, 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 da. Here's what I would do. Inside that, leveraging your post, something about your business or something about the product. If it's about the product, hey, I never knew that I could sleep so good. I am telling you, since making this change, I am sleeping better. I have more energy. I've lost a little weight. Talk about the benefits of the product. Talk about pain points of others. All right. How do we get people to go, hey, I want to do that? We talk about either pain points or we talk about celebration points, happy points, good feelings. Hit those things that other people will relate to, right? And if you've got a good picture that has your face in it, has you in it, with something, not holding up to this, buy my product, but you celebrating this or that, right? I'm telling you, it will be a game changer. If you're wanting to talk business, right? Go back and find a picture of when something in your business allowed you to do something. All right. Maybe, hey, we bought a letter jacket for our daughter today. There's no way, if it was just me teaching at the small school I was teaching at, and Kylie being a stay-at-home mom, there was no way we could have afforded to grab Hallie a letter jacket during Christmas, right? Or if that had been the case, that would have been way over our Christmas budget for her. And it would have left us trying to maybe buy a little bit more to even it out with the kids, so we don't feel as bad, or us just telling kids, hey, when you let her, you'll have a big Christmas, like those things, right? Because our business, man, so thankful for this little side hustle. It's given me a chance to get this for our daughter. Can't wait to give it to her. This is going to be exciting, right? Or grab a picture of you and you went on one of our CVB trips, or maybe you got to go on a vacation that you haven't gone to. Whatever you're using your extra money for. Hey, maybe it's just going to the grocery store. Click a picture of your receipt, click a picture of you walking into the grocery store, right? Picture of you, selfie. I'm here. Dude, this used to be the most stressful time, counting dollars on every single thing I bought and getting to the register and going, I hope I didn't go over what I have in my account, right? It has changed everything to be able to go and get everything we need without having to worry about, will my card not process, right? What a blessing for this little extra income I've got, right? Or this side hustle, or this little extra money that showed up, right? People are going to ask questions. Leave them going. Don't give them all the cookies. Don't shove the product in their face. Leave them in another chance, interest-peaking post, right, to ask a question. What do you do? Hey, what is it? What is that? Man, I know the same feeling. I hate going to the grocery store. Have you ever had to put food back? Like you're setting it back, holding back as you go through because you know you're getting close to your limit. Like, getting people to talk to you is huge. So if you want to leverage that huge interactive post that you made, and you got interactive, maybe you got 50, 60 comments. Maybe you only get 1 or 2 comments on your stuff, and this time you got 8, 10, 12. Hey, that's still pretty good for you, right? There's nothing wrong. We don't measure, hey, well, this is where Ryan's at, or this is where Steven's at, or this is where Kelly's at. I'm not like them. So it's no. Measure you on you. Know your interaction, know what's going on, and judge what's going on from there, right? Who cares? When you start comparing yourself to others, you're going to be unhappy the rest of your life, right? So, want to leverage that post? I suggest it's an interest-peaking post. I suggest it's not shoving the business or a product down. I suggest we talk about pain points. I suggest you talk about happy, good, this is great. And I suggest that if it's not a live or a reel with you in it, it is a picture with you smiling, you excited, something, because it's Facebook. We want to see your face, right? So listen, I know that's really quick. I know that's right to the point, but I've got a post I want to make this afternoon, and timing also matters. Okay. I made that post right around the lunchtime when people are on their phones. I didn't throw that post out there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. People are trying to get home from work. They're not on their phones. People are still at work. They're not on their phones. Most of them, right? If you're going to throw out one of those, throw them out at a time that people are watching. So since I've missed lunch almost, I know I've got about a 1:30. I can play with this. I get some interaction there. I know that if I throw it out at 3:30, I have a lot of teachers and coaches that are on mine, so I will catch them. But I know my market and I know the people that are on my page. So it was slow, but then it picked up huge at night. If you want to wait and make that post in the evening, that's fine too, okay? But this is more than just casting a lure out into a pond and just going, man, I hope someone bites it. Man, I hope someone asks me what I do for a living. I hope someone asks me what I'm taking. I am being strategic in what I do, and I'm using the platforms that we have and the way that they work to my advantage. I hope this is making sense. I hope this is something that you're like, oh, well, I didn't realize that. Oh, okay, we can do that, right? So if you want to go look at my timeline, look at it. I've done some interest-peaking posts. Great. If you're looking for stuff like that, you can just type on in the search bar, interest-peaking post. You can type in the search bar, my favorite house, or different things where just great posts, they'll come up, or go to Google, go to memes, go best interactive memes, type it in, and it will give you tons of images. Click on the images and you're going to be there, right? So hope this helps. Stephen, I see you on here. You want to add anything to this?
Man, the main thing I add is like, just be really brutally honest if what you're doing is working or not. It's like I see some people, they post all the time, they have beautiful like infographics, like it's really, really, really pretty. And pardon my French, but no one appears to give a shit on your page.
Right.
Like, and they haven't. No, not say no one. Yeah, bunch of people like it who are in your upline or downline in Vitify.
Right.
Like it's not working, right? And it's like, so sometimes you go through people's pages who are attempting to build their business on social media, but it's like you haven't changed the amount of followers you have in the last year. You never post any picture of yourself on Facebook, like Facebook. It's Facebook.
Right.
Right. Like you post outside links and you get 0 likes and 0 comments, but you still do that occasionally.
You're sharing like everyone else's stuff.
Sharing other people's stuff. Nothing really personal about you. Like I have no idea what's going on in your life.
Right.
Like just stop it.
Right. Like you're better off just go be belly to belly and just start talking to people.
Yeah, just like, well, yeah, the problem is you think you're working on your business, but what you're doing is not working.
Right.
And it hasn't been.
Right.
Like, so stop. Like so that's what you always have to do, is you have to take honest and accurate feedback. Is what you are doing working? Yes or no?
Yep.
Right. Like I'll sometimes go back, I'll delete posts that I'm like, oh yeah, it was like something was weird with that. You know, it was like maybe some Facebook algorithm flagged it of like, yeah, we're not going to tell anyone about that. I don't know. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. So I'll go back and I'll get rid of stuff occasionally.
Yeah.
But I never share anything on my page from an outside link. Not even from somebody else's Facebook. Forget it. No.
Right. Right. Guys, it's all about understanding where they leverage. Lives. Right now, reels get tons of run. It's right there below lives, right? And then the next part, stories still get seen at a very, very high rate. And then posts that keep people on Facebook, posts that get people talking, posts that are faces of people, right? You specifically. Those things are still ran a lot higher.
Like, hey, get yourself a really cute granddaughter. It's super helpful for marketing. I'm really going to work on my CPA. I really, really think I should be able to write off all costs associated with my granddaughter, i.e. my main marketing tool.
Right, right.
You know, it's like, yeah, or a dog. Get yourself a dog. Like, who doesn't like pictures of somebody's dog, right?
True, true. It would stress me out. I've got one. I don't know if I can do another, but I know, hey, I've got a lady on one of our other teams, and she doesn't do network marketing anymore, but she went nuts for a while. She bought a dog with the sole purpose to build her business. I said, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah, I know that people in my community and those that follow me love animals. That's all they post. I'm going to go get me a dog. I like dogs. So I'm going to go get me a dog, and I'm going to tell his story from the day I adopt him until he dies. And the food she makes, all this, her business just started to explode because it was drawing people there. And then they were like, well, what else do you do? Right? She created value for them. She created a connection with them. And then they're like, well, what else do you do? And then they saw her post some of that other stuff. And next thing you know, her business was just growing like crazy.
Absolutely. I think my social media reach really grew in 2008, 2009, when we sold everything and bought a 1973 Airstream travel trailer and started loaded up 3 children, a 100-pound dog and a cat in the trailer and hit the road.
Right.
You're like, ooh, they want to see your adventures. Like, a lot of you are doing interesting stuff, but you never talk, like, no one ever talks about it, right? What do you think, Finnegan? Yes.
You know, Stephen, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think most people don't think they're interesting. No one wants to see that. No one wants to hear that, but really they do.
Yeah, I think here's how, to be really honest, and when I see someone's Facebook, and they have very few pictures of themselves, or their profile picture is not a picture of themselves, it's like, you know, you have some self-esteem issues you need to fix.
Yeah.
How are you going to build a business if you don't like yourself? Right? You know? So,
Right.
yeah.
Hey, and even that profile picture, just your profile picture, make it a picture of you.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
make it blank. Don't make it a picture of Vitify. Don't put the bottle on your profile picture. Don't put, no, make it a picture of you.
Absolutely. Like, if I'm over my friend limit and I wanted to get rid of a bunch of people, I'll go through all the list of friends, and anyone who doesn't have an actual picture of themselves, I'll just delete them. Just doop, 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 doop. Like,
so do I. Hey, another thing I learned this from a lady that went and spent time at Facebook. Like, she learned she was working for them or knew someone and gave her a turn, talked about everything. She's like, don't ever let your friends get maxed out. You're best to keep it at around 4,500 to 4,700. I was like, really? Why? She's like, Facebook doesn't like it maxed out. They like people with the opportunity to go. Now, followers have been a new thing since then. So this is not brand new info. But she was like, don't ever let it get maxed out.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Ryan. It's been nice knowing you, but I'm gonna have to unfriend you now.
All right.
I used to try and offend people to get to unfriend me, and it worked for a while, but that doesn't work anymore. No.
Delete friend request. Okay, cool. The pending ones.
So that's it. Someone said that's a good idea.
I was told that if you leave people, like I used to do this, you'd leave 1 million people in the like request, like, do I want to accept them or not? And that's not good for the algorithm either. So if they're in there, delete. And like, maybe Stephen, you were saying that like, if you're looking like what's my ideal person, if they don't kind of connect, then don't just accept anyone just to accept them, you know, and so quickly like decide who your ideal person is you're looking for to connect with, and then delete the ones that you're not interested. They could always follow you if they're interested in learning about stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
I have like probably 400 friend requests I have to delete.
That's a good point. Hey, have I done the training, creating your avatar, your ideal customer? Have I ever put that out? Anyone
I didn't see it if you did.
Oh, okay. We need to do that. I did a full 8-month course with Rudy Mayer on on learning how to create your avatar to market to people.
Wow.
Okay, we need to do that. Awesome. Thanks, Allison, for bringing that up.
Oh, sure.
So the creating your avatar, just real quick. If you create your avatar and you know what the ideal person is, who you relate best to, and who your actual customers will be, your buyers, you'll know how to keep your friends. Like, who do I want as a friend? Who don't I want as a friend? Who am I looking for? If I'm trying to increase that, when I create content, you always got that in the back of your head. Who's my ideal avatar, right? When you're creating content. And so it was a long course, like $3,500. But that time I'm not a business guy, right? And so learning, and he was talking about creating ads and everything. And then he said, okay, we taught you how to create ads, but this is going to be a lot better for those that don't do affiliate marketing. Maybe you're a network marketer. Now we need to talk about finding the people to follow you, right? And so that was really cool. So I will do that. I'll put that all together and we'll do the training on that.
I have one question. Have you guys found there's certain people where they have like they're almost maxed out on how many friends they have, but then they're following 0 people? Do you ever see, there's once in a while there's people that have
there's
I don't get that.
Some of those people that just don't want to follow anybody.
But like literally 0.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have
David
many. I don't
Goggins.
think I'm following
Delete
many.
them. No, just kidding.
I don't follow many people. I don't
Right.
know if mine. I need to look at mine. I don't know what it is.
You know who David Goggins is?
Oh yeah, love
I
that.
think he has like on Instagram like millions of people following him, following 0.
Yep. Yeah. Look up that dude. You'll leave. Now he cusses a lot. I mean, he's an ex-military guy. But you'll leave wanting to stack BBs. Like, he gets you that fired up. That dude's intense. I need to see if I have some of his trainings.
Have you seen the cartoon where Joe Rogan and Elon Musk land on Mars?
No.
And there's David Goggins jogging on Mars. They open up the hatch. There's David Goggins cussing and swearing. Gotta be hard. Gotta be his. You get it going.
That's awesome. Allison, I'll send you a couple of his stuff. I follow him and that's one of my
Perfect.
follows, right?
Awesome.
So-
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. If we don't have any other questions, that's all we had. I'm going to upload this to World Changers within the next, well, it'll probably take me an hour. So with my internet. So I'll get it downloaded really quick and then I'll upload it.
Did you post Shane's short video update?
Yep. It's in.
Did you put it to YouTube?
Yes, but I don't think I ever finalized that. So it's probably still sitting there. I'm going to make it unlisted.
If you do that and send me the link, I'll email it to my downline.
Okay,
well.
I'll get that done. Yep. So for those of you that didn't see, Shane sent us a little video of just kind of what's going on. You're going to get those more and more often over the next, well, foreseeable future, where he just kind of talks about where we're at and where we're going. Hey, this is where we're at. This is what we're going. If there's any updates or anything else like that comes along, he will add that too, but going to get to see him a lot more. So, okay, cool. I'll get this downloaded and uploaded. I'll get that, Stephen, for you, and love you guys. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.